you're matching with Abby, your colors.
Hey.
And with our security guy. His name is Shep. Our officer's name is Shep.
I wondered who he was. I haven't seen him.
You know, he came in and introduced himself, he wanted to look around and he introduced himself and he was very friendly. But I noticed that he has the same colors as Abby and now your lights are all like that khaki green.
I got the memo.
Yeah, apparently.
I got the memo, yeah. I'm wearing khaki green.
Oh yeah, you sure do.
Sure.
Tom was right. There was a vendor at Parks and Shade who had t-shirts, all of which had animals on lights.
Oh, really?
Different artists than that.
I love this. This is so cool.
Okay.
So, what can we do?
Sit to your comfort level is really what the invitation is. So spread out as much as you want, you know, be where you feel comfortable, keep your mask on, take your mask off, you know, be free to be you and me. And we, you know, the room is beautiful enough and small enough that no matter where we're sitting, we'll be able to hear each other, you know. And we should have a critical mass of, I think, 10 or so.
There was a question, how many people registered?
Under 15.
Under 15.
Under 15, okay.
And then, you know, it's, as always, we'll see who comes.
I don't think anyone who's under 15 is coming.
That's true.
This is the
That's right. Hi, Shelley,
Hey,
welcome. Welcome. Shelley, yeah, sit to your comfort, close to somebody, far away from somebody, yeah.
Yes, 12 folks. We are Zoom.
We'll see whether anybody's on Zoom, but, you know.
I'm on Zoom.
Yeah, right, Abby's on Zoom.
Last I looked, there wasn't. Oh, good. Because Ruben had said it to me when I originally thought I would just join you on Zoom, and then I thought, oh, no. I need
People, I need people.
I need with people.
Yeah. I
Is that
have,
audio okay?
yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
I have been positively giddy of being, you know, released from quarantine and you know, went and got my toes done and, you know, had lunch with Amy and, you know, just like, yay.
So you had 2 in a row, big hits.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, we're sort of like been there and done that, now to the other side.
Yeah. So what are your residual? Nothing?
Really mild case, and first of all. So, yeah. I mean, my case lasted longer than my positive test. I wasn't ever truly miserable. I slept for one day. I had a tiny head cold and a little bit of brain fog, but I was fine. I was busy the whole time that I was sick, with the exception of one day where I slept. And then, but it took the full 10 days for my test to turn negative. Yeah, not the PCR.
Somebody told me that I had a twin,
Yeah.
but it was a male.
No, he did, I think, very briefly.
What's that?
You had a fever briefly.
Yeah. Maybe
So
for
do you
night.
attribute that to the fact that you were vaccinated and boosted?
Ruben thinks that I was boosted really recently, like within the last month. So, you know,
Well, the series is.
it's recent boosting, so maybe it makes sense, right?
It does wear off.
It does wear off.
Yeah, like it's 14 days after it's at its strength. But then it wears off.
Right, begins to dip.
And I took Paxlovid, but Mackenzie didn't.
I'm afraid to take Paxlovid because I've heard of the what do you call it?
The
That's a
rebound.
pretty small percentage.
Yeah.
No, it's enough of a percentage of people talk about it. you
6
know.
or 8% of people, I think, rebound.
I mean, Dr. Biden,
And Joe too.
Oh,
Yeah, he rebounded too, so. It's all a crapshoot.
So then saying, oh, once you got it, then you're immune, is not true.
Yeah.
Well, if it's a rebound, it's not true, right? But now that they're through it, because that's the same case from what I understand, and now they should be immune to whatever strain they had, right?
Is the door unlocked, Abby?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and lock it. Oh, what would you like to not lock?
Not until, you're not, it's
Whatever
on,
you're comfortable with. I
Yeah,
just,
usually I'll lock it, but then I have to ask to see if it's. Yeah, right, good stuff.
yeah, see?
Well, I'll lock it and then I have to go to the back.
What are they doing outside?
And is that gentleman, he's vacuuming, because we're about to start?
Yeah, I can tell him that.
Would you tell him not to?
Of course.
Because I think we're going to start within about a minute.
Oh, yeah, I'll do that.
Appreciate it, we'll wait for you to come back.
Let's just give it a couple more minutes, you know, the usual kind of drifters in, talk amongst yourselves.
In the CBH bylaws, it says that CBH events start on time.
It's true.
Is that what it says?
That's what I understand, it's the only bylaw I know.
And we really adhere to that. We get here on
I'm sorry?
We really adhere to
You know, sometimes we really do. I mean, I notice, yeah,
Except the minion, they wait a minute.
very often,
Well, we
pretty-
do learn mindful.
Oh yeah, we are on it for that. That is like, it's so short that like, hi, yay. Hi, beauties.
welcome.
Hey,
Yeah.
the usual suspects is,
The usual.
Blanche would say.
Hi, friends. Welcome. Sandra, you're all fancy. You're all fancy. Your shoes are cool. She's fancy.
My second Elul.
Oh, your first one was a fancy one.
So I was wearing a dress for the other one earlier.
Yeah, well, you look
Well, that
very
jacket-
elegant.
I know, we're all just like, we're all in awe.
Please.
Get me Bob Schwartz, where's, no, we need to,
Oh,
for the award.
Edie, that's right.
What? For the Edie Cohen, yeah. Get me Blanche on the phone. Blanche? There's an Edie Cohen person here.
Oh, Abby, Aaron just emailed, I don't know to whom. Does anyone know where I can find the link for this event, which I think is for this event right here is what he's looking for.
I thought I sent it to you. Did he send it as an email?
I don't know.
But make sure you don't touch too much.
He just sent it to the general.
I'll send it to him.
Abby's got it.
What? How's Andrea doing? She's good.
So I didn't email, but,
The CBH listserv?
oh, on the lister.
Yeah. Are you able to access that? Because,
Yeah, so it's just posted on the lister.
No, I already sent it to him.
okay, there you go.
I just texted you. Oh, did you? Yeah.
They got free.
I know. Nancy back to you. Nancy came, no, Nancy came to my
Quickly they forget.
So let us begin the process of arrival. It is 3:33, an auspicious number because it's the number that I said out loud. So therefore, it is auspicious time to begin.
333.
Turn all your cell phones off.
That's right.
Thank
Please
you.
mute your cell phones. Thank you.
And if 666 is devilish, then 333 is just,
Total angel.
it's impish. It's just impish.
Great interpretation.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Also, it's important that people feel comfortable, so masking is optional, so please feel free to keep your masks on or take them off, to move to the area of the room where you're comfortable, and if you decide you want to mask off and go to a corner, because you know that's fine, or you can go back and forth and move around as you wish.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. So just find your body in your seat, this moment of arrival. Maybe both feet on the floor, position of dignity as we begin to arrive. Give me that now. Hineni, 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 Here I am. Here I am. Hineni. Hineni.
Here, I'm present, Hineni. Sometimes it's easier to be present, and sometimes it's harder. Sometimes being here and being present can feel delicious. It's a gift we give to ourselves, to be present in this space. And what a gift also to be here singing together. So welcome to our chant afternoon on this first day of Elul. Today's the beginning of the month. And we're starting this opportunity of a month-long process of self-reflection, the ability to move the course of our ship, to steer it in a slightly different direction should we decide we need to do that. And I use the metaphor of a ship because we know that we have habits that are ingrained, and perhaps today or sometime this month we can think about one habit, perhaps maybe two things that we'd like to shed, habits that we may want to leave behind us, maybe one or two habits that we'd like to pick up, something positive. I was thinking of the contrast between this time of introspection and that one night a year when we put on funny hats and drink champagne, and then maybe at 12:05 a.m. on January 1st we think of a resolution, and it's all rather sudden. So we have this luxury of a month to do this. So what a beautiful gift it is to see all of you here as we begin this month. I want to acknowledge, before we go on, our teachers, especially Diane and Rabbi Josh. And as I was reflecting on this, I also want to acknowledge all of you, because in their absence, so many of us stepped up as teachers to each other, and I'm really grateful for that. Here's what Rabbi Josh has to say about Elul. So, if you take on the work of this Jewish month of self-examination, may I make a suggestion? Laugh. Laugh at your humanity, the mistakes you've made, and even the repetitive misfortune that has come your way. Tears come easy enough when the stuff is really rough and difficult and the mistakes have dire consequences. But for the smaller stuff, smile at how silly we human beings can be. It lightens up the shame, and for me, actually makes some of the smaller changes possible. It's Rabbi Josh's lesson. We'll continue with Elohai Neshama. Maybe there's smaller stuff or bigger stuff, but our souls are still pure.
There's that incredible gift of every day, right? Every day anew, we have this chance. Maybe we might make the same mistake days and days and days in a row, but every day there's a possibility that maybe this will be the day that something changes. But that self-love and compassion as we stumble along this path of, every day we get to try again to be the best version of ourselves.
And our souls are pure, along with the purity, the vibrations of the universe. Elohai Neshama
Shenata Tabi Tehorahi Elohai Neshama Shenata Tabi Tehorahi Elohai Neshama Shenata Tabi Tehorahi Elohai Neshama Shenata Tabi Tehorahi.
I urge you to give yourself permission to let your voice out.
Neshama Shenata Tabi Tehorahi Elohai Neshama Shenata Tabi Tehorahi Elohai Neshama Shenata Tabi Tehorahi tabi teo Welcome to our new friends who came in. It's so good to have you here. As always, there is the joy and the resonance after the chant, and so we let the silence linger between chants. We invite, the invitation is be as free as you want, move around the room, mask on, mask off, and whatever you need to feel comfortable. As we begin to tune up our voices and lean into the deliciousness of filling up this room, actually being together, to lift our voices. It feels rusty, it's so interesting, right? Like how actually being with each other in person, what a beautiful gift. So in this time of Elul, it can be a time where, you beat your breast and you beat yourself up and you explore and evaluate everything that you have done wrong from a place of judgment, right? And I want to just invite that we cast that out completely, right? So that when we take on this process, we do it from a place of love, self-compassion for our delicate and tender humanity. And our time together, as you can see from the agendas, we're going to sing. We're going to do a guided meditation of walking through the year a little bit. How did you show up this year? What was resonant for you? What was challenging, right? And for this year, so much for so many has been so challenging. So the invitation is to take the walk in a way that supports yourself. We can hold whatever emerges as a collective, but the invitation is to take this walk with gentleness and love for any of the places where perhaps you felt like you fell short, or where there was places in your life that felt rough. And as we go through that guided meditation, to hold that place gently. And then we'll invite our still small voice in through chant, and then we'll take some time for writing and reflection. There's paper and pens on the table when we get to that place. Take some time for that. And then we'll continue on with some more chanting, and we have a shofar service. Now that it's Elul, we wake up some point during the day with the shofar to help us wake up to our own self, wake up. It's teshuvah, returning to ourselves, returning to the best version of ourselves. So that is the arc of our time together. And enjoy the process of exploration, and hold your exploration with gentleness. And if you don't enjoy it, hold whatever comes up with delicacy, and we are here to hold that with you as well for whatever might emerge. I'm not using the shirty on this one.
No.
Next one. So in this time, from the narrow place, we called out to Spirit to release us from constriction, and the source of all answered us from the divine expansiveness. Min hametzah karatiya anani v'merkavya. Min hametzah karatiya anani v'merkavya. Yada, 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 yada. Yada, 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 Min hametzav karatia Anani v'merkavya Min hametzav karatia Anani v'merkavya Yeah, 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 Min hametzav karatia Anani v'merkavya Min hametzav karatia Anani v'merkavya Yeah, 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 Min hametzav karatia Anani v'merkavya Min hametzav karatia Anani v'merkavya Yeah, 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 Min hametzav karatia Anani v'merkavya Min hametzav karatia Anani v'merkavya As we begin the process of our cheshbon hanefesh, our soul accounting, invite you to, however you feel most comfortable, with your eyes closed or a soft gaze, or however you are comfortable in this space, close your eyes. And we're going to begin to time travel, actually, here at this time of the beginning of Elul, in our lead up to a new year. We time travel back a year to late August of 2021, 5781. Maybe begin to anchor yourself. I imagine it was hot and humid. You were in Atlanta, so you can already feel that presence and that resonance. Maybe you were someplace different. And pull up the feeling tone of where you were at this time last year. The new year was approaching. Just allow some of those fleeting picture memories to fill your mind. What was alive for you at that time? We'll spend some time just breathing into that month of fall, the new year, August, September, October 2021. Remember some of the sensations in your body. Call up what was in your environment, into your mind's eye. What did you see? And what was the feeling of that time? And we'll spend a few moments in silence, just recalling that time. And whatever comes up for you, greet it with gentleness, witnessing it, observing who and how you were last year at this time. And if there's any difficulty in any recall, just hold that lightly as well. Just breathe and send love to that self of yourself last year. Imagine that you are pulling down from the endless source of love that is our birthright, our gift for being alive. Perhaps you pull it in through the crown of your head, breathing in radiant love and filling all of the places that might be tender from last year, that first couple months of the year, spreading through your head, your shoulders, your chest, your belly, your bottom, your legs, your knees, your feet, breathing all the way down, grounding and holding this practice, holding love in your hands, and begin to time travel to the next part of the year, moving into the late fall, the early winter, the time of the secular year turn, November, December, in January. Time of some of the celebrations. Perhaps they felt celebratory, perhaps they felt painful. What was happening for you at that time as the secular year was turning? And again, think of the sights and the sounds that were around you at that time, the feeling tone. Just let the images emerge as if you're watching, perhaps the imagery of watching an old film or flipping through a photo book. Just let the images and the feelings of that time of year emerge. Now, as you let those images ebb and flow, appear and disappear, again, pull in that divine love from the crown of your head, filling, again, any places that are tender, breathing down, filling up your head, your shoulders, your heart, your arms into your hands, your spine, chest and belly, hips and thighs, shins and feet, grounding. You are a portal and a conduit of love, filled and renewed. And we continue our journey into early spring, late winter, early spring, February, March, April, Purim, Passover. I think Tu B'Shvat's in there somewhere. Again, allow the images, the feelings, the sights, the sounds, what was happening for you at that time of year. Allow those images to come, to appear, emerge, to just look at gently. And again, as the feelings ebb and flow, pull in from that divine source, breathing in that love that is your birthright. Breathing it down through your body, grounding at your own pace, filling and sending love. And so we come to late spring and summer, full circle. Here we are now. What is the feeling tone of these past few months? What are the sights and sounds that we've been carrying lately? What has been moving through the hot times been like for you? This recent past may be more accessible these last couple months. Let the images arise, the sensations. Just notice, observe them with gentleness. And again, like the tide flowing in and out, we release our time traveling to come to this moment, this time where we sit together and we pull in that divine abundance from the source of all through the top of our head, allowing it to fill completely our body. We're taking time to send that deep, beautiful love, whatever color is most resonant for you in this moment. Perhaps it's a rainbow. Let that deliciousness fill your body. Really feel it healing and nurturing all of the tender places, all of the joyful places, all of the wounded places. Spend some extra time this time swirling it. Imagine that color, that spirit, that sensation just infusing you. So you are a radiant, glowing being, which you already are. Just allow yourself to feel yourself pulsing with that sensation. And then sending it deeply into the earth for grounding. Begin to let your breathing come back to its regular. Hold that sensation within your body, even as you begin to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Perhaps you want to move your shoulders around, your head. And I invite you still with your eyes closed. As we've done this time traveling, come to this moment, we invite the invitation to create space to listen to that still small voice. And you are welcome to join in, or you are welcome to be bathed as you see fit. When you feel ready, I invite you to grab paper and pen and spend about 5 minutes just journaling whatever might have come up. There's paper on the table behind Bev. Wave your hand, Bev. And there's markers on the table behind my friends here whose names I do not know. Wave your hands, friends I do not know. What are your names?
Stone. Yola.
So nice to meet you. Come in. I'm Mackenzie.
We
Ruben.
welcome you. Thank you.
Pens over behind y'all, and we're going to take about 5 minutes.
Sentences are good, fragments are good, words are fine, whatever comes to you. Feel free to sit, pull the chairs to the table.
Yeah, wherever is comfortable.
It's harder to write on.
I'll give it about another minute. Does that feel good to folks who are writing? Another minute? Okay.
feel complete, come on back to your circles.
For many of us, this is a familiar chant with 4 important principles of love, mercy, rachamim, chesed, acts of loving kindness, and shalom, peace or wholeness. We're going to use this chant today to concentrate both on ourselves and on the wider world and those people in our lives by breaking this down and chanting simply, first time, to that melody, just simply ahava, love. I'm going to chant it twice and then follow it with some silence. This first time we chant this ahava, I want you to think about yourselves and magnifying the voices in your head that tell you how good you are, or put-ups, or whatever you might want to call them, and trying to eliminate some of those negative voices. Or what can you do to truly love yourself? So we're thinking about loving ourselves. We'll chant it twice and followed by some reflection. Just ahava. Ahava ve'ahava. Ahava ve'ahava. Allow yourself to glow with love for yourself. We'll continue focusing on love, this time keeping in our minds and hearts someone that we know, someone perhaps that we love, or someone that we feel like we could love better, or someone who presents challenges to us, to whom we want to extend love. Maybe one person, or maybe several. Shelter those people with a sukkah shlomecha, sukkah, shelter of love. Shower the people you love with love. And let us extend our love to the wider world. Virahami. Stop. So much love. Ahava Rabba Avtanu. Great love surrounds us. Rachamim. Mercy, forgiveness. Let's think about ourselves, ways that we're harsh on ourselves, judging ourselves, and give ourselves a little bit of mercy, a little bit of forgiveness. Rachamim, 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 think about someone in our lives to whom we need to extend our forgiveness, our mercy. People are trying to do their best. Extend our mercy. We'll do this one more time. Extend our mercy out to the world. Rachamim, 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 Be merciful to yourself, to those around you, to the stranger. Chesed, acts of loving kindness. How can we do these acts of loving kindness on our own behalf? Be our own best friend. Chesed, v'chesed, chesed, v'chesed, chesed, v'chesed, chesed, v'chesed. How important that we perform acts of loving kindness in the greater world. Sometimes we may be reluctant. We remember the dictum, we will do and we will listen. Sometimes it's important to act and then we find out how fulfilling that is and how important that is. Chesed, v'chesed, chesed, v'chesed, chesed, v'chesed, chesed, v'chesed.
And finally, shalom, which we'll do just one cycle of, praying for peace and fullness and wholeness for ourselves, for our particular loved ones and people in our lives. Peace for Yoshve Tevel, for all the earth and all of nature and all people. Shalom. 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 As we begin the journey towards this new year, may we enjoy peace, and may the whole world find some peace. It's traditional during the month of Elul each day to chant or recite the 27th Psalm, the first line of which is number
9.
9, thank you. Adonai ori v'yeshi, mimi ira, Adonai me'oz chaya, mimi efchad. The source of life is my light and salvation. Of whom should I be in awe? The Eternal One is the strength of my life. Who shall I fear? Adonai ori v'yeshi, mimi ira, Adonai ma'oz chaya. Adonai ori v'yeshi, mimi ira, Adonai ma'oz chaya. Mimi efchad. Adonai ori yeshi mimi ira Adonai ma'os chaya Adonai ori v'yeshi mimi ira Adonai ma'os chaya mimi efchad mimi efchad mimi efchad mimi efchad Adonai ori v'yitzchi mimi ira Adonai ma'os chaya Adonai ori v'yitzchi mimi ira Adonai ma'os chaya mimi efchad mimi efchad mimi efchad mimi efchad.
We can also do it with Shekhinah. Can we do it with Shekhinah?
Shekhinah ori v'yeshi mimi ira Shekhinah ma'os chaya Shekhinah ori v'yeshi mimi ira Shekhinah ma'os chaya mimi efchad mimi efchad mimi efchad mimi efchad. We'll say the blessings for a shofar blowing to wake ourselves up hearing the sound of the shofar. Can you repeat after me? Brachat Shekhinah
Brachat Shekhinah
Eloteinu Ruach HaOlam
Eloteinu Ruach HaOlam.
Just a moment.
A junior moment.
Asher Kitshanu B'mitzvotav
Asher kishanu b'mitzvotav
V'tzivanu Lishmoa
lishma
Kol Shofar.
kol shofar.
Let us say the Shechianu together. Baruch atah Adonai
Eloheinu melech haolam
Shechianu V'higianu Lahazman hazeh. Amen. Blessed are you, source of all creation, who has brought us to this time and place together. We're grateful.
Do I call them out? Okay, here we go.
Call them out.
It's all four at the first part?
Sorry?
It's the all
Just
four?
one at a time.
Okay. Tekiah! Enough tekiah again? No.
Whatever's the next one.
Okay, Shivarim. Trua. Tekiah. Tekiah. Shivarim. Tekiah. Tekiah. Trua. Tekiah Gedula. Yay! I tell you what.
I love this show.
Ashira, 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 Beasamera,
Beyasamera,
Beasamera,
Beyasamera, Hurra, Kevodi. Hurra, Kevodi. Ashira. Beyasamera, Beyasamera, Hurra, Kevodi. Hurra, Kevodi.
You'll sing and chant, arise our glory, let us celebrate, let us walk through this month with joy and compassion, even as we explore what needs to be explored, what amends might need to be made. And so for our final, it's almost 5, so for those who can stay, we have an art project of taking some of the words that you wrote in your journaling and turning them into a gorgeous mandala. And so you can, here's some examples.
Before we do that,
Yeah.
there's one thing while
Sure.
we still have everyone's attention. First of all, let's have a little shout out to Abby over here in the corner.
Woo-hoo, Abby!
And all the people on Zoom, if you're out there, thank you for tuning in.
Love you, Zoom people.
Abby, are there any Zoom people? We can wave to the cameras. Hi, Zoom people.
Okay, yay!
Good. And also, outside, there's a gentleman, an officer who's helping keep us safe, and his name is Shep. His name is Shep. He likes to be known as Shep.
Yeah.
And so smile at him when you go by. He's got covered with tactical gear, so he looks intimidating, but he's really sweet.
Yeah, I just want to honor and acknowledge the complicatedness of that presence of somebody with all of that gear and guns in our front yard to keep us safe, and that like all of that arises like he walks in the room, and so holding all of that with the both and reality of all of that. So,
pray for the day when we won't need any of that, and no one will.
Yeah.
So
It's okay.
that said, so we have an experiment. We've never done this before. And it's easier than you may think. And because of the number of people we have here, everyone can do 2 if they want. So what we have, these are just a few examples of a mandala. And the words that you choose, or if you choose not to put words, that's your choice, but they can be incorporated into the mandala any which way you want. So there's really no right answer.
Right. This one's
to
just
this.
peace and love. This one's got focus and possibility and distractions and scrolling and
All
all
kinds
that
of
stuff. And this one's got humility and intention and abundance and emunah, faith in the center. So
let me just talk to you for a moment about this and how it can be done. So you won't really be able to see this, but from here. But what we have, oh yeah, that's a great idea. Let's pass out some. Did you give them enough for everyone to have one?
yeah, they're moving around.
Okay, they're moving around.
Are they
Perfect.
different?
They're all slightly different. None of them are exactly the same. But what these sheets of paper all have in common is they're pencil, so they can be erased. And you'll see concentric circles with, this one's interesting, with mostly divided into 8 parts. I think there's one that's divided into 6 and one that's divided into 12. So if you're really one of these people that loves tremendous detail and lots of busy stuff, then find the one that has 12 pieces and you'll be happy. But most of them have 8. So the idea behind creating a mandala here is to use mostly simple geometric shapes repeated 8 times if your form is divided into 8, or more or less if it's divided differently, but mostly it's 8. So you'll go around the circle repeating a form, and then if you don't like it, I suggest all of us work in pencil to design your mandala before you apply any pen to your paper. And I did a small sample of different kinds of shapes that are common in mandalas, but you don't have to use any of these. One of the most common is this lotus leaf shape, or lotus petal shape, I guess it is. And so those are very common, and any kind of flower petal shape. But I just put a few different shapes on this sort of sample to show you. These are incomplete, obviously, but just go around the circle making something repetitive. That's basically it. Don't be afraid of using negative spaces, of leaving things simple. You don't need to color things in like I did. Mackenzie did a beautiful job of just simply doing the outlines, and I colored them all in. So
Have at it.
So have at it. And I'm around too if you have any questions about mandalas.
And if you need to go, take it with you.
Yes,
Take
that's
one for
right.
your friend.
Take.
Okay.
That's right.
How many of you are leaving? So let us then sort of close our space.
Right.
And so that we keep it open for those who are here, but we also honor those who are leaving. And I think it would be so beautiful, we've joined our voices together. And I'd like to invite our Zoom people as well to do this, but I'd love to just hear one word that is on your heart right now just what's one word that is in your heart? And I'll start from here. Yeah. And I'm going to repeat them for the Zoom folks. Peace.
Peace.
Ahava, love.
Possibility.
Possibility.
Resonance.
Resonance.
Balance.
Balance.
Depth.
One more time.
Depth.
Depth.
Appreciation.
Appreciation.
Calm.
Calm. Warmth. Abby, we'd love to hear our Zoom people if they're putting.
Yes. Gratitude, Elizabeth, and beginnings from Aaron.
Wonderful. So may we take all of those words, maybe they'll end up on mandalas, but at the very least, so we take all of those words and we breathe them in, we take them with us. Thank you so much for sharing this time with us. What a gift to raise our voices together. Amazing.
And I don't know what
I know, right?
you
What
say
a
at the beginning
concept.
of a month. Happy Elul?
Happy Elul.
I don't know what, there's got to be the right thing to say. There's, some Jewish lingo.
Happy Yom Kippur.
Right, exactly. One little plug, so there's a set of cards on the table over there that that I created that are 4 weeks of intention for Elul. They are $18 a set, and if you want one, let me know, and if you don't, that's fine too.
Rabbi Mike says Shana Tova or Shana Tova.
Oh, Shana Tova, great, all right, okay,
Okay,
yeah.
Shana Tova. So, okay, there we go.
Great, thanks, Rabbi Mike.
Thanks,
Good to have a
Rabbi.
rabbi in the room who
It's
knows these things.
it's a month of Shana Tovas, really.
Yeah.
So we,
Shana Tova, that's what we say,
Yeah,
okay.
all around.
all right, very
Wonderful.
useful. Awesome.
So,
right.
if folks need to leave, that's fine. There's also been a request or desire for some of us, because we're a minyan, to also say Kaddish. We're not
we
going to
should do
do,
it
yeah. So, can people stay that long? Is that
Say
okay?
Kaddish. Does anybody need books for Kaddish? And do you, unless, do you
I
want?
do.
You
I need
already,
a book.
do you want to do, okay, so we'll do the.
You want to do the chant one?
I don't know. How many of y'all know the chant one?
I know it, but I don't know it.
Let's just do the regular since we don't have words. Yeah, thanks, Abby. Yeah, just regular.
Thank you for sticking around for that.
We missed,
In the interest of time, we decided to cut it. Our cups were already overflowing, so we. There's Shep. Page 128.
Yeah. And is there anybody on Zoom in whose memory we would like to add to saying Kaddish?
Yeah, I'll let you know if they.
Great.
My father had 19 first cousins on his mother's side. And one was buried today, and then now there are 4 of them left. So for Erwin this one.
Right. And I honor my uncle Alan Wren, whose yahrzeit is tomorrow, and Vince Tortorici, whose yahrzeit is today. We think of Beth Ann, loss in our community. That's. Yeah. Anybody?
Think of Rich and Beth Ann and Rob Hadaway, a colleague of mine, a gentle, wonderful man who just passed away recently, and my most important professional teacher, Vincenzo Tortorici, whose yahrzeit is today. 10 years ago, he passed away. And he made a huge effect on so many people's lives. He was a big person, big personality. So feel free to rise if you're a mourner, and then our tradition is we'll all rise in solidarity. Yikadal, Yikadash, Merabah,
Be'alma Dibra Hute, Be'anit Mahute, Be'chayon, Be'chon, Vayed Kol Beit Yisrael,
Bagala Izman Kari Beru Amen.
Yehi Shem Rama Mevorach
Ve'olam
U'Me'el Maya.
Yitbarach V'Yishtabach V'Yitvar V'Yitroman V'Yaseh V'Yihadar V'Yitaleh V'Yitadal Shemei V'Yishab Rehu Le'la Mikol Birchata Shirata Tushbechata V'Nechamata Damiram Ya'ama Imru Amen. Yehi Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya V'Hayim Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael V'Imru Amen. Osei Shalom B'Mromav Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'imru. Amen.
May their memories be for blessing. Thanks, Joe. Thanks for saying
Thank
that.
you.
So now for those who want to do art, have at it.
Yeah, but I can move it.
Then you got